Hello, Internet. I don't know if you can hear me. I think you can. Welcome to Valentine's Day. For single people, we're going to write about love stories instead of living them. If you are not single, you can still write legally. But it won't be as fun. It's the rules. I don't make them. I just follow them. I currently have some eye patches on. If you're watching the replay, you should know that actually there's 0 viewers right now, so it's just me and you talking. Welcome. I hope everyone's ready to do some writing sprints. I feel like I don't even think I put in the title or the thumbnail that these are writing sprints, but that's what we're doing. I've not streamed in a while, but what better time than Cupid's Day, right? If you pop in, let us know what you're working on. Say hey. I am actually working on, what am I working on? A project that none of you have ever heard about. That's what I'm working on. And it is a fantasy project, actually, which is a journey because I don't really write fantasy. The closest I think I've ever come to writing a fantasy is writing a dystopian, which is a little bit different because it was very like, ooh, like it was just a parody of a bunch of different things rather than an original thought, you know? Hey, Duke of Denver, good to see you. How is the writing going? I feel like I don't know what anybody's working on anymore. I'm trying to get back to 6 a.m. live streams, but I'm not quite back yet, but I want to be. So tell me how it's going. Hello, Haley. Glad to see you. I don't know if you're a lonely single person looking for writing sprints, but that is you don't have to be lonely and single. That's just me. Okay. Working on dystopian right now. Okay. Is it like Hunger Games dystopian, or is it like really like gritty, like ooh, saying a lot about the world kind of dystopian? Like, what are the vibes? I'd love to know. My what's happening in the book I'm writing right now is we're on chapter 2. I think I have a total of like 1,200 words in the whole book. It's very fresh, very new. Oh, it's more like, this is the word I was looking for, Handmaid's Tale, not like whatever else I said. But that's exciting. More like a Handmaid's Tale dystopian. Love it. Love it. Duke of Denver is 2/3 of the way through draft 2 of a murder mystery. That is so fun. I could also be line editing my other book, but it's Valentine's Day. Who wants to line edit on Valentine's Day? I think that should be illegal. Wait, Duke of Denver, you're in another country. Is it still Valentine's Day for you? Has it not happened yet? Like, what are the vibes? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to hear that Cranko is a good beta reader. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys were able to connect. That's awesome. Also, I have no idea how many sprints we're going to do. It is however many the wind blows at us, generally. So, anybody have any goals? Now that I've told you that I have no idea how many sprints we're going to go for, please tell me how much words you're going to do. Excuse me. Okay, Valentine's Day is over. It's 2 a.m. Duke of Denver. Oh my gosh, Ashley, hey. My husband, Tiny Human, and I are all sick, but wishing you the best of luck. Well, that's good. Well, it's not. No, I'm sorry. Let's rewind. It is not good that you're sick, but I'm glad to see you here. I miss you guys in the live sprints, but I hope you're feeling better. Literally everyone I think on the planet is actually sick currently. um, which is unfortunate. But I hope it passes soon. Okay, wait. Haley's also, oh my gosh, Haley's in Vietnam, so it's Saturday morning. Am I the only one here on Friday night and Valentine's Day? That's actually so bizarre. Time is actually like time. Ooh, couldn't be me. I don't know what I'm saying. It's been too long since I've streamed everyone. Also, my eye, you know, when you like, I love an eye patch. I keep them in the fridge. I'm like, ooh, like soothing eye patches at night. But then what happens is they start to like they're moisturizing. So like you'd think they'd be like moisturizing, but then they start to dry out my skin for some reason. I don't know. Okay, I have a question for everyone before we. Oh, also, if you guys have questions, I guess let me know. I never do questions in my streams, but if you ever have a question, just let me know. What is everybody listening to while they're writing these days? I'm going to show you guys what I'm listening to because it has been a banger for fantasy writing. I've always wanted to write fantasy for like all of the vibes and aesthetics because I feel like there's so many things for fantasy writers. Like Pinterest is so much better for fantasy books than it is for like mystery thriller books. Like there's so much more out there. And the same with like playlists and like ambiance channels and stuff. So I've been watching this one. It's called Dark Fantasy Reading, Music, Rain, Ambiance for Deep Focus Study and Reading or Writing. And then it has like a line and then it says Fourth Wing. It's very good. It puts me in the vibes. Oh my gosh, Brielle! Hello. Well, you're not a sad, lonely, single person on Valentine's Day, so I don't know what you're doing here. But welcome. I bet you're out having a romantic Valentine's Day date, aren't you? Don't even lie to me. It's fine. I'm trying to not be that person that's like, Valentine's Day and I'm single. Like, I'm really trying to not be that girl, but you got to lean into it. I feel like Valentine's Day is almost more fun. Maybe not when you're alone, because then, you can make it all about you. Okay, Ashley's gone back and forth between 90s and aughts boy bands and Fourth Wing Ambiance. Okay, this is so real. Okay, I think we're watching the same Fourth Wing Ambiance video. Ashley, I've seen a lot of people like on the same ambiance video. Is it the one where it's like a gray bed and then it's like a window with 3 panes and a bookshelf and then there's like it's like misty outside and there's like a dragon and the dragon like flies past the window like every 2 seconds, That's what I've been listening to. Oh, Duke of Denver's been listening to a piano cover of the Interstellar score, but it builds dramatically and slowly. Love that. The one I'm let's see if I can like screen share here. You guys, I'm a rookie at streaming all of a sudden. Who would have thought? Okay. I almost just ended the stream instead of sharing my screen. That would have been a journey. Okay. Hello. Yeah. This is the one I've been looking at. This is what it's called. Dark fantasy reading music. So there you go. All right. Should we get into a sprint, everybody? I have no idea how long we've been going. That means I have to write though. Like that is unfortunate. But I'm dictating now. But I did kind of write myself into a corner. I'm pantsing also. Like you have entered an alternate reality in which I am pantsing a fantasy novel all of a sudden. I don't know how that happened, but that is what we're doing. And I have no idea what's coming next in this book. Like she's done this thing, like, in fantasy books when like the assassin is surrounded by all these people and then they're like, well, like, oh, took you long enough. And then she like fights them off. I don't know what she's going to do. Like, I don't know how she's going to fight them off. Like she doesn't really have any skills. She doesn't really have a plan. And she also like ends this interaction not winning. which is that a great way to start a book? No. Oh my gosh. Bottled water. Hello. Bottled water. I miss you guys. I might be back to streaming soon. I hope I am. Bottled water, I've only been live for like 10 minutes, so you have not missed much. We're just about to start a sprint, allegedly, if I ever get the clock up here. I mean, I haven't even like accidentally shared the clock once yet, so I feel like we still have a bit until the sprint, but not that long. Don't worry. If you ever are watching my stream and you're like, Alyssa, can I sprint? You can always just mute me and start. I do that sometimes when I'm watching streams. I'm like, girl, I love you, but I gotta write this book. Mute. But yeah. So okay, Duca Denver asked for the plot of this fantasy book, and the problem is here's the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna join the Discord one of these days. Okay. Once I like figure out how to do it, I will join. It's like the plot of the fantasy is this woman, she's like 23. She, shockingly enough, is taken. She's like a royal woman in the palace. She's been raised. Okay. Let me come up with a pitch line. She's been raised as the princess, but only because there's this like curse or story that everybody believes that on their 23rd birthday of the princess that she will be like taken and like sacrificed to these dragon people. Okay, listen. And so, not me just spoiling the whole book. That's fine. I don't think this is actually a twist. I think you know this in the first chapter. But she has been raised as the princess for the public eye to protect the real princess, right? So she's not actually the princess. They're like pretending that she is. So she's lived her whole life pretending to be, so that when this like curse happens, it doesn't happen to the real princess. So they're just like sacrificing some random woman that nobody cares about, you know? And that's her. And so then she's captured right on this day. And then she, who knows? Who knows what happens next? I do, but you don't. Anyway, that's kind of the gist. Yeah. And it is like it's primarily a romance, I would say. So that's what you get when you come to my pop-up live streams. I will just tell you the plots of my books. Thanks, Duke of Denver. I thought it was fun. Because I just love drama. I just want drama and tension and like, oh, bottled water, what book is this? It's the book I'm writing right now. I'm currently pantsing a fantasy novel. Don't ask. I know. I'm also still line editing my other book. Don't get me wrong. Is everybody drinking their beverage of choice out of a wine glass? Because I think you should. Mine is just water. Oh my gosh. Bottled water. You're making me blush. I thought it was real because it sounded legit. Okay. I don't think it's anything. Gosh, you're at the train station. Bottled water. What are you doing at the train station? All you people living in other countries, just living your lives in different times. Like, what's that about? Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if it's something I'm going to query or not. We'll just see where the wind blows. I'm trying to write something that's just for fun. Who would have thought? Just for fun. The next video that comes out will just talk more about that. So you just got a little sneak preview. Let's get a clock up here, everyone. I think that's what I was meaning to do. Clock. Jump scare. How is the caffeine break going? Good. I have not had caffeine in like 2.5 weeks. and it's been good. Um, so sorry. Yeah, I honestly have not noticed too much of a difference, mostly because when I stopped, I was having a lot of anxiety, and so like my body was like so on edge that I was like didn't even notice didn't even notice that there was no caffeine. So it's kind of like if you're looking, this is a terrible advice. If you're looking for a way to ditch caffeine, just do it while you're in a heightened state of anxiety, because then you won't notice that the caffeine is not there, because which is terrible advice. So yeah, but I have just like replaced everything with decaf. Like I just drink like a decaf coffee and like get decaf diet or like ooh, caffeine free stuff. And I honestly don't notice the difference. Um, but I think if I would have gone, I did go cold turkey, but I think if I would have gone cold turkey like intentionally, I think it would have been harder. But yeah, I am dictating it. Yes, I am. Um, I'm not doing it quite as well. I'm also editing as I go. I'm pantsing and editing as I go. I'm breaking all the rules. Okay, I'm not pantsing. I do have an outline. I can't say I'm pantsing when I have a full Save the Cat outline beat sheet of it, but it's very bare bones outline. Okay, I'm so sorry. We're gonna write. We're gonna write. Okay. I will see you guys in 25 minutes. Have such a good sprint, or ride on the train, or sleep, or whatever you're doing. Also, hello, Innocent Hedgehog. Great to see you. Uh, and are we gonna? Am I gonna press play? Are we gonna go? Okay, let's write. Hello. We're back. How is it going, everybody? Looks like we had some friends pop in. Hello, Grace, Jess, Meredith. Hello. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you. My thumbnail was the vision for this entire stream. I just thought of the thumbnail and I was like, fine, I guess I'll stream. Hello, Gigi. Good to see you. Brain fried, but willpower strong. Love it. Hey, Ian. Baraka. Almost missed these. Glad to be here. Won't be working on anything. That's okay. You can just chill. See, bottled water just got home and made some lunch. Hope you had a good train ride? Question mark. Grace finished watching some YouTube. Keen to get some editing done. Awesome. We'll for sure do one more. Not sure how many we're gonna do. How many I'm feeling up for, but Duke of Denver did some line editing, which is fun. I got through about 1,000 words. Dictating, let me tell you, I think I'm actually going to edit through it the next sprint. Yes, also happy Valentine's Day, Grace. Words hard tonight is too true. I just really don't know where this book is going, but my goal is to have fun. Even if it kills me, even if the plot doesn't make sense, which is is it having fun if it's causing later you stress? I haven't eaten dinner yet. It's awkward. My gosh, Meredith, going to bed soon. Me too, hopefully. I mean, it is already 8:30. I know some of you are regulars. Meredith, what am I doing? As in what am I writing? I'm currently pantsing a fantasy novel. I decided that line editing is horrible, and I'm going to continue to do it. And I actually don't hate it that much, but it's not something where I'm I want to just get up and line edit every day. I am trying to have fun and try to write for fun because it's supposed to bring you joy. Whatever. So that is what I am doing. I'm pantsing. Okay. I need to stop saying pantsing because I do have a full outline for it. So yeah, that's what's happening. It's mostly a romance though, I will say. I do need to eat. I've had a lot of snacks. What time is it here? It's 8:30. 8:30 in the PM. Hello, Britt. Yes, welcome. Yes, Renee, I am writing fantasy. Who would have thought? Yeah, and yes, and the camera was shaking because even the camera couldn't believe. What really is happening is this standing desk, while operational, is a little shaky. Sorry if I just gave you whiplash. If I lean on it or anything, it kind of shakes because just I built it. Anyway. Ooh, bottled water had the reverse Alyssa problem, which is now what I'm referring to this as, where I think my romance is sort of a thriller. I love that. That's my favorite kind of romance. So hit me up, bottled water. Writing equals joy. Who would have thought? Liberating to be able to write literally anything you want. Surprise bees in a scene brings me life. Yeah. Okay, fine. A romantasy. Meredith, guess what I started reading today? A Regency romance book. Yeah. It's a Regency romance. It's called To Con a Gentleman. I don't know. I literally am 2 sentences into it. It's by Sarah Adams, who wrote When in Rome, Practice Makes Perfect, The Cheat Sheet vibes. And I have been reading a ton of her books recently. I've just been listening to them because I just like her writing. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if it has kidnapping. I'm really hoping it does, as I always do. I always hope there's kidnapping in a book every time. Every time. I'm like, oh, you know, vibes. But I think she's like trying to con a gentleman because that's what the book is called. So she's trying to con a gentleman and he is like not he's like seeing through it. I don't really know. I'm literally 2 sentences in. Does anyone want to guess how many 1,000 piece puzzles I've done this month? Or this week. I'm sorry, no, this week. This calendar week. Also for y'all. Stop. And this actually has some weight because Braille has actually read what I've written. So okay, you guessed one too high. I've done 3 1,000 piece puzzles in the last week. Send help. That is not good. That is not good. Anyway. Oh, bottled water has a kidnapping. I'm so excited. She's let go immediately. Dang it. And then has to do other stuff. So there's no hugging. Okay. You made me so happy. And then you just crushed my dreams in your hand like a bird. 3 entire American puzzles. I just bought a new one at Barnes & Noble. So, okay, here's the thing. If they're going to kidnap, they have to hug. It's the rule. It's the rule. You have to hug if you get kidnapped. That is the rule. Sorry. But I'm not sorry. And you know who's the worst culprit of them all? Is Miss Holly Jackson, who wrote A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. She puts her characters in all of these situations where it's like, oh, like very danger. And then they never hug. They never hug. And I hate it. I literally have to go on Wattpad and search up fan fiction of the 2 characters hugging because I need it. Anyway. Hey, Laura. Good to see you. Maybe I should write fan fiction. It's fine. They literally break up right after she gets kidnapped. Wait, is he the one kidnapping her? Okay. Remember earlier when I said I'm always happy when there's kidnapping? Here's the exception. Is if the whole book is I'm an evil man kidnapping you. And then they fall in love, but there's no like backstory. You know, I think I say this as if I did not literally write this book. Okay. The exception is if he like didn't actually mean to kidnap her, or like he's doing it under threat of his life, or like he had a really bad life and like doesn't know any different and like actually care. But if he's like actively like continuing to kidnap her after they're in love, nope. You're done. Anyway, I should write fan fiction. That sounds fun. What would I write fan fiction of? I don't know. Truly no idea. But they break up because he found out the bad things she did, which is why she was kidnapped in the first place. Okay. As long as they hug. Okay. Here's what you need to do, bottle water. Later in the book, because she's like into this crime, whatever. I don't know what the crime is, but like maybe she is in more danger. Ooh, maybe it's one of those things where she like has to do something, like she's turned, like she's good now. And she like, they make her do something that they're like, you need to do this like for us or else we're gonna kill somebody, like, and and he thinks like the guy that she's I don't know if it's a guy, but the person that she's in love with, that they're in love, he's like, oh, I thought you finally turned and we're finally good now. And then he like realizes like, I'm sorry, I just saw this, I got distracted. Meredith, please tell me what this book is called. Thank you. Anyway, but and then she starts to do the bad thing, even though she's promised that she's doing things right now. And then she has to like do something because because they threaten him. They're like, we're gonna like go after him if you don't do this for us. And so then he thinks that she's turned back to the bad side. Am I making any sense? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? And then she has to like go do the bad thing. And the people who are making her do the bad thing are like, we don't actually care about you, like, bleh, like, bleh, you know. And then they hug. Anyway, that's hey Miley, it's good to see you. Okay. I'm gonna write this down. It's called The Copper Air, currently downloading. I do love kidnapping. The Copper Air. I'm so excited. I actually made no sense in the last 10 minutes, so I don't know how you're going to do that. No, he's an outlaw. Okay, wait. Rewind. Is he the one kidnapping her? Meredith, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Is he the one kidnapping her? Is it? Don't tell me. Okay, nobody's an outlaw with a heart of gold. Okay. No. Okay, but does he kidnap her over and over and over and over and over again, even after falling? Okay, I could maybe get on board if there's a good reason. Hello, Annie. Yes. That is, yep. It's fine. Good romance reasons. Okay. Okay. I feel like I've talked about this before, but have I talked about those pirate romances where like it's always starts with a woman and she has a baby and the baby is like from like a one night stand that she had with like a pirate lord. Have I talked about these? There's all these books I found that are literally the same plot line and I live for it. But she only saw the captain of that ship the one night. And so she's raising this baby on her own. But then that pirate's like enemy pirate. Okay, listen. So that pirate's enemy pirate, like the feuding pirate, like kidnaps the woman and her baby. So like to get at the other pirate lord, right? Or sometimes, actually most of the time they just steal the baby, which seems like maybe steal the woman too, like get it together. Anyway, so the woman goes to the pirate lord who she had the one night stand with, and she's like, we have to, like, this is your fault, like we have to go save the baby that you don't even know exists. And he's like, you didn't tell me you were pregnant. And then they like have a whole they they have to go and save the baby from the evil pirate. And there's always a scene every time. I've read 4 books with this exact plot and I live for it every time. And so they have to go to the no. And there's always a moment where they both get captured by the evil pirate lord, but it's like part of the plan. And there's always a moment where the evil captain like holds the baby over the railing of the ship, and then because the pirate is always like, I don't even care about the child, like you can do whatever. And then they threaten they hold the baby over the railing of the ship, and then the woman starts crying, and then he's like, fine, I do care, I do have feelings. Okay, I don't know what the names are. Okay, wait, I forgot to mention these are like Christian pirate romances. It's my perfect genre, frankly. And then usually there's some like questionable decisions. I found them on Kindle Unlimited searching pirate captive romance. Okay. That's how you find it. I have no idea the titles. Mm-hmm. No, because it's very like wholesome. It's very like she's like praying a lot. Like that's how it's Christian. She's like I did search. I did search. Listen, I was looking for a specific book and I found it, frankly. I found it, what I was looking for. No, okay, this actually does happen. And then don't even get me started on the Amish thrillers. Usually there's amnesia. Usually there's amnesia. Like she wakes up on the side of the road. and, then, and then she has amnesia. And then she's like, I remember a butter churner. Like in the hospital. She's like, she's like, ooh, like I remember a butter churner. And they're all like, this is the 21st century. Like nobody uses butter churners. She must be Amish. And then they like bring her back to her town. And she's like, something doesn't feel right about the Amish. Like, I don't know. I don't know if this is where I really want to be. And then there's usually like like some constable. And he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I'll help you find out what really happened to you. And then they fall in love. And sometimes they both become Amish at the end. And sometimes they both leave the Amish community. But it's always very respectful to the Amish people. Okay, the title for that one is Amish Amnesia. I'm not even joking. Don't ask me how I found it. Don't ask me how I found it, okay? Sometimes it's and then it's like a whole series, like this Amish detective like solving all these Amish crimes. And one time there was like human trafficking involved. It was kind of crazy. So, yeah, I'm so sorry if you were here to write. Yep. Was I did not. Okay, I promise I did not search Amish amnesia. I found those because somebody I work with was talking about the Amish romances because somebody made a YouTube video about them. Yes. Googled it, and the first description is kidnapped, starved, hit by a car, and left for dead. Hit by a car and left for dead. They knew exactly how to reel me. I'm so sorry about the laughing. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to hold it in. But never hold in your emotions, everyone, okay? Wow. I think we've covered a lot of ground today. Okay, no, because the descriptions on some of these books is killing me. It's killing me. So, like, some of the dark romances is like, he needed a wife, and she didn't, like, and she needed revenge. But sometimes it's, like, super cringe. Like the ones that are like, I just wanted to go on a first date. I didn't want it to be with a vampire who sucked all my blood out. And that's how I ended up in Crystal Land. Like these are the descriptions, and I live. Anyway. Okay, this is actually water. It's actually so clear. See? Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Can you tell that it's water? I have had a few cookies today. It is not vodka. What? It is actually not vodka. No, Brooke. I apologize to your husband. Um, no, I don't. I've also not had caffeine in 2.5 weeks, and here we are. Yeah, you do need to go on KU because every night This is gonna make me sound so lame. Every night I go on KU and I just scroll and like the recommended books for you is crazy. Is always so cuckoo bananas. It is so worth the $12 I spend every month on it. Like it is so worth the $12 I spend because the wildest thing. But you got to be careful because there's a lot of reverse harem books out there. There's a lot of them. And if you're into that, there's a plethora of books for you to read. But sometimes I'll just be reading thinking like, oh, like this is going to be a cute romance fantasy. And then I've learned things that I can never unsee. I'm going to see that forever in my mind when I close my eyes. Do we not want? No, Meredith, in the bedroom scenes, there's 4 men. That is exhausting. Anyway. No judgment because I have a nightly AO3 tag check-in. This is so real. Sometimes I see things that burn my brain, yeah. Okay, I've heard about Lights Out. I don't know if that's for me. I'm so sorry to scandalize you all. I should have put a PG-13 rating on this stream. You just never know what's going to happen. Did I tell you all that? Okay, we're going to write really soon, okay? Did I tell you all that the last book I was reading, I think this was in my vlog actually, so I think I did tell you, but like there's a whole plot line where she sends a query letter in the book, and I was like, I was reading to escape, and now you have her sending a query letter drunk in the middle of the night. Like that is like actually the most stress-inducing thing ever. But it was kind of fun because then there was a plot line of like she sent it to this really high up literary agent, and then she got this really bad rejection. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cathartic. But then in the epilogue of the book, it was like 1 year later, my book just came out, 6-figure deal. And I was like, in a year after you wrote your first ever book? Really? So that was really inspiring. I heard it and I was like, wow, what a lovely book, but I have a bad taste in my mouth. No, she accidentally CCs the principal of the school that she works for. And then then she has to break into the principal's house with her, rival, enemy, whatever, so that they can delete the email off of his computer. Because she's writing like a super raunchy historical romance. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I know. Everyone, I know. Oh, wait, did you read it? It's a Sarah Adams book. Yeah, there was breaking and entering. And then this was the craziest part. Is the guy came home as they were there. And so they hid in the closet until he went to sleep. And they did things in the closet while this old principal man is just like watching Jeopardy 2 rooms away. And I was like, is this supposed to be romantic? Because this is like a horror movie for this man. That there's 2 people smooshing booties in the closet as he's watching Jeopardy? Like, what? And they broke into his house? Like, that's crazy behavior. I was like, you've lost me. Like, am I supposed to be feeling romanced? Like, what? Anyway. Yes, Hannah, this is now. Hi. They did not play charades. I was so shocked. I was like, and this was like the first time that these 2 like admitted their feelings and kissed or whatever. I was like, you're gonna choose to do this now? And they're both like, we just can't help it. We're so in love. And I was like, girl. Oh my gosh, go to bed, Brooke. We will see you next stream. Yes. The name, it's called If you don't want to know what this book is called, this is like reverse spoilers. Like I told you everything that happens in the book, and now you have to just forget. It's called Beg, Borrow, or Steal. It's a new release. It came out like a couple weeks ago. You d- Stu, welcome. Stu, welcome. Oh no, Hannah, you just got catcalled for Valentine's Day. That's horrible. Well, we think you're beautiful. And you are. Okay. This is so real. Why would you yes end that? Why would you? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I was in shock. I was sitting doing my puzzle and I just had to sit for 45 minutes and think about that. Like, if this man would have went into his office, he would have found his two teachers smooshing booties in the closet after breaking into his house. Okay. We got it right, everyone. Oh, well, he thought you were pretty too. He said I was so pretty while hanging out of his car. I don't like that. I hate that. I used to be ready for catcalling. I used to have like a list. This is so random. I used to have a list of things to say back to catcallers, to yell in the street. But then I was like, I don't really want to get murdered, so then I decided not to do that. This makes me so happy, Innocent Hedgehog. I think I'm smiling too much to write sad lit fic. I now need to contemplate my life. Yeah, nasty. Hanging out the passenger side of the best friend ride is crazy, actually. Oh my gosh, you guys have lists too. I love that. I've also never been catcalled. Not sure if I live in a safer country. No. I did not read the end of that. It's fine. Yeah, usually I think you're like too confused to reply because it's like you go into fight or flight for a second, and then it's like, goodbye. Anyway, I love the video of that guy. Yes, I love this too. This guy on TikTok cat calls funny compliments to people. No, you can swear bottled water. I just might not say it. You know me and my Christian pirate romances. I do truly no. I did not. I'm sorry, Hannah. I did not mean to bring that up. Anyway, oh my gosh, Tia! I've been catcalled once, and my immediate response was gross. Honking and hanging out of the windows are two of the best ideas we've come up with. We aren't the smartest. I totally agree. And yes, I actually am. I wouldn't be reading the Christian romances if I wasn't. I mean, maybe I would. Seems like kind of an odd choice. Really? Are the Australians cat callers? That's kind of crazy. I've only been catcalled. I don't live in a big city, but when I've like been to New York, I've been catcalled. I take it as a compliment. I'm like, you chose to catcall me? Me? No, but don't catcall people for real. For real. I agree. They can be wholesome. Kind of a vibe. Sorry, I saw myself going down a road where I tried to do catcalls in an Australian accent, and we're gonna pivot. We're not gonna go there. Okay, we're not gonna go there. Oh my gosh, Laura, that's horrible. A dude in a bike tried to do a. Okay, the logistics of this is crazy. A dude in a bike tried to cop a feel while on a ride. That is so gross. And you were in high school. Oh, I hate that. Nasty. You guys, the fact that I have to write now is like actually appalling. Like, what am I even going to write? I think I'm going to read The Copper Air. An innocent woman kidnapped by a desperate man. Clash in a battle of the wills that just might turn these enemies into lovers. And it's included in Kindle Unlimited. Are you kidding? Hunter Jameson has never wanted for anything. the son of the wealthiest man in Montana. He's not Montana. He's had the whole world at his fingertips. When his stepfather's gang kidnaps someone he loves, he has no choice but to take her in return. Meredith. 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 I'm so excited for this book. I actually cannot even like, oh, oh. Okay. It's also a historical romance in case anybody was confused. We need to start the next sprint so that I can read this. No, you have to go to work? Gross. I've actually been to Montana. Thank you very much, Meredith. People do live there. Um, excuse me. I'm so sorry to have just burped in your ears, everyone, but everybody burp so we can all get over it, okay? Oh my gosh, Meredith. Bye. Okay, for all of you who sometimes attend my 6 a.m. live streams, would this work for you if I just like didn't schedule them, if I just did them? Because right now I've been having like, I just don't know how I'm gonna, like, if I'm gonna be up for doing a stream in the morning. It's just kind of a mixed bag, but like I want to keep doing the streams, but like would it be annoying if you didn't know when they're gonna happen, if I just like still regularly try to go live at 6 a.m.? You don't get the, yeah, not the notifications are so like hit or miss, like they don't always come. Oh, I could do this. Like I could do Discord stuff. Um, I'm hoping that I can get back to doing scheduled ones. We're just in a bit of a limbo currently. Well, thank you, Miley. Okay, or the alternative is that I schedule streams and some like I just might have to cancel them more often. Which I would hate to do, but like that would just kind of be the alternative. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, is like scheduling them. And then if I need to cancel, I do, you know? Also, I do love the spontaneity too. I have been meaning to join the Discord. I just need to find a link. Does anyone know where I find a link to that? Is it on Dommy's channel or CK's channel? I don't want to respect my energy. I just want to be able to do all the things I want to do. I was saying this to my vlog. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tonight if I'm feeling up for it. I'm like, that's so dumb. I want to feel up for it. I want to do all my things. Anyway, I'll check out Dommy's channel. Okay, we're going to do another sprint. Ooh, that's not correct. There we go. I will see you guys, and I might not even write, but you guys should write. I'll see you in 25 minutes. Go do it. Go do the thing, everyone. All right, everyone. That was the end of a really productive sprint for me. I'm lying. I just ate chicken strips and read the first 2 pages of The Copper Air. I just wanted to show you something that I bought at Barnes & Noble today, and I want you to guess. Everyone, I want you to guess. It's the most random thing you can literally possibly buy at Barnes & Noble. Literally the most random thing. It is grades 6 through 8 algebra workbook. Okay? And here's why. I want to be good at math. Okay? I want to be good at math. And so I decided I'm going to do this whole book of 6th through 8th grade algebra. Because I feel like I never really learned algebra. Like, I feel like my teachers were bad at teaching. Specifically in middle school, I feel like I was in, okay, here's the two. I was in all advanced classes in middle school and high school. But really, I should have only been in advanced classes for like English, social studies, right? Because science and math, I was not good at. But the way that our school worked, like it only really, oh, sorry, the camera keeps spinning. But the way that our school worked, you could only really, you had like, if you were going to take some advanced classes, you kind of had to take them all. And so I had to be in advanced science and math. And most of the people in advanced science and math are like smart in that their brain knows science and math intrinsically. And so they don't actually need to be taught science and math. And so I didn't actually learn how to do algebra because everybody in my class just understood how to do algebra. Also, I didn't have glasses yet, and I sat in the back of the classroom. So I think that was part of it. And so then we got to high school and I like literally couldn't do it. I was in a calc class and I literally could not do the calculus because I could do the calculus part. I just couldn't do the algebra required in the calculus. And if you know anything about calculus, it's a lot of algebra. I don't know. The only reason I passed that class was because the teacher was super nice and I got an F on my test and I cried about it. And he said that, no, like I didn't try to cry, but I did. I just went up to him and I was like, listen, I just am bad at math. And then he was like, okay, like you can do test corrections. I'll send them to you later. And then you can get like 50% back. And then he never sent me the test corrections, but he did give me 100% on the test. That's my story. So I would like to actually, and then I took college algebra my senior year of high school, which was like a dual credit sort of thing. So I took it out of college. So then I feel like I actually learned how to do math. So now I'm going to test my skills. I feel like it's just good for my brain. Anyway, that's crazy. I love it. I love it. I didn't get good at math until I had to help my kids with homework. Real. This is what adult learning looks like. Exactly. Self-help books. Who? I'm going to do an algebra textbook of math. LOL. I wrote a character once who was an engineer, and that was a mistake because I didn't know anything about engineers. And she was actually a student in engineering in the book I was writing. And so I had one of my friends who was a student in engineering. I would ask her to send me like pictures of her homework. And for what? And for what? Also, hello, Joy. Good to see you. I would get straight A's in math because I was a good student, but TBH, I literally don't know what was going on. Real. I've never gotten an A in math. LOL. What a win of a teacher. He like knew, he understood that like I was in all these advanced classes and I was crazy. I was in like speech and theater and all these clubs. And also, okay, the way that AP calculus works is that you have to take it the whole year and you take AP Calc A the first half of the year, and then you can either take like regular calc, AP Calc, or you can take extra hard AP Calc the second year, or the second semester. So I just didn't sign up for the second semester. So I only took half the calculus class, and he knew that. And he also knew like I'm a good student. Like I tried. Like I asked the most questions in class. I just like didn't understand, and I never would have, you know? It's sort of true that some people are intrinsic scientists. As a science teacher, it's hard to teach some of the concepts because you can't rote learn them. Interesting. You know, that's so inspirational. Listen, and my frontal lobe is developed. Okay, but here's the thing. When I took college algebra, which is essentially like basics of algebra, you know, it's like what you should have learned in at middle and high school. I learned it because the teacher actually taught how to do algebra because it was like an entry level college class. So there were people there who didn't understand math. And so then I actually learned how to do algebra. And so now I'm going to test all my skills. What was my speech event? I was in POI, so program oral interpretation, and I was a storyteller, if you guys do speech. And I did go to nationals twice, if anybody was wondering. And one of my program oral interps, which is like, essentially it's like you do a 10-minute speech about a topic, and it's like made up of different plays and books and movies. And one of mine was about teen pregnancy, and I gave birth in the first part of my speech, if anybody was wondering. I did go to nationals that year, if anybody was wondering. Like I started the whole speech just like pushing, you know. Scott, this turned. I'm only okay at math now that I teach chemistry. Real. I'm in the AU, in the Australia. Is that what that means? Oh, alternate universe. Everyone, it means alternate universe. In the alternate universe I'm writing, my main character is a biomedical engineer, and I can't even tell you what that is. Real. In hindsight, I'm so relieved I didn't have to sit my maths A level because of COVID. Interesting. Okay, wait, Miley. Okay, I went to nationals in 2018 and 2019. Oh my gosh, you did storytelling? Shut up, Miley. That's so fun. Did you, sorry, this is getting nerdy, but did you guys do, shut up, we were there at the same time. Okay, 2019, did you do supplemental storytelling? Because I made it to semifinals of national supplementary storytelling. Yeah, in Dallas. Oh my gosh, finally. Was that the year where, like, no, it wasn't. My junior year, they didn't have enough classrooms, and so everyone was in trailers. It was weird. It was like all like the school was made up of trailer parks. It was like a trailer park school, and like each of the trailers was a classroom. And so we were doing speeches. That's so crazy, Miley. Wow. That year, 2 of the people on my team were in national finals. I was not, but anyway, that's crazy, Miley. The lore deepens. Yes. That's how I can do so many voices and accents so flawlessly. Oh my gosh, you did supplemental story, but the rules are different in my state, and I didn't know until I got there. No, because storytelling is different in my state too. I'm in Minnesota, and I was very good. Not to brag, but I was really good. Like there's this thing in speech. I promise we're not going to talk about this for so long, but there's this thing in speech where like not every state has the same categories, but they track your points. Like, and so all the storytellers, their points are tracked, and you get points by like getting into finals and winning tournaments. And I was number 1 in the nation for a year. I went to state. I got second, but here's the tea. Here's the tea about it is in the final round, they rank you, and then how you get your score is whoever has the lowest rank, right? You tracked me. Did you find anything good? Okay, anyway. In the state final round, I went 1-1-1-7-1, which means 4 of the people gave me the first in the round, and 1 person tanked me and gave me the lowest score in the round. It's the lowest score in the round. So then I got second. And his student didn't make it to state, but I competed against his student anyway. This is lore that none of you understand. Okay. The quick explanation of what speech is that there's all these categories there, and you do like a 7-minute or a 10-minute speech, and you're going against people who are in the same category. So the category storytelling is in Minnesota. It's crazy. There's 15 stories that are like Hansel and Gretel style stories, but they're not common. They're like random. Like one of them was like this random woman in the woods who like ate children, and like you had to open a door with your pinky. It was the whole thing. There's 15 stories, and everybody has the same 15 stories. And 30 minutes before the round, you draw 3 of them, and then you have 30 minutes to prepare the story, and you do all these voices. So like I'd pop into a character and I'd be like, oh, no, like I'd be like a different character. Like this was my Minnesota mom character. And I had the Russian witch. She would come in and she would eat all the children, So like, and then you'd pop between and you'd narrate a whole story. But most of the categories were normal, where you had like a 10-minute cutting of a book, Anyway, it was corruption. It was corruption. I should have won, but it's fine. Also, hey, Tiara. I was a speech girly. I qualified to Nats with oratory. I love oratory. Couldn't have been me. I was interp all the way. Okay, did you track me? Did I come up? I don't know. Not gonna lie, it sounds like I feel like you would have loved it, Joy. Storytelling sounds sick. Yeah. That's actually cool. It's encouraging oral storytelling to continue. In Australia, we only have debate. See, and I like, yeah, and there's debate too, but it's like kind of a separate thing. But yeah, I liked it too. It's like a great way to express yourself. And it's so funny because it's like the number one fear in the world or whatever is public speaking. And I'm like, I want to public speak all day. Like, that was my jam, I do storytelling reading to my kids every night, and the number of voices I've unlocked. That's so fun, Joy. Whenever I've been not banned, but sort of banned from reading to my nephew before he goes to bed because he gets so excited. Like I'll do a story and he'll like wake up more. So apparently I have to dumb it down. Duke of Denver to debate. That doesn't surprise me because you're a lawyer, right? Duke of Denver. Yeah. Anyway, wow. Didn't think I was going to talk about speech and debate here, but did anybody write during that sprint, or were we all just waiting for 25 minutes? I don't mean to brag. Don't mean to be like I'm the best at everything, but I did. That's like one of the things I think I was like the best at. Oh, look, Leandra Litt wrote, thank you for representing. Innocent Hedgehog. Ooh. Innocent Hedgehog kind of wrote, which I think totally counts. Come right with Tia wrote. Tia ate some cheese puffs. Annie did no writing. Grace and Duke of Denver did some editing. Well, okay, not to be horrible, but I'm actually gonna end the stream. I mean, not like this second, but we're not gonna do another sprint. So if you are trying to get some writing done, I would recommend leaving. Or you can stay and chat with us, but I don't know how long I'm going to chat. I might do some math. Should I try to do math live? That could be fun. The first lesson seems pretty easy. It's also for 6th graders. It is fractions review. So I have to do 0.5 plus 1/9 equals. So I have to change it into a fraction. Okay, ready? So 0.5 would be 1/2 plus 1/9. So I need to find the lowest common denominator, right? 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 Okay. So, okay. So that would be, okay. So that would be 2/19. No. Okay, no. Okay, so the lowest common denominator between 1/2 and 1/9 is 18, right? Right? So then it would be 2/18 plus 9/18. 2/18 plus 9/18 is 11/18. Ian wins. Ian wins. Okay. Okay. See, this is crazy because that was the first problem. Am I like, for example, it's only going to get harder from here. And that took me so long. Okay. Now we're going to do, oh no, I can't do that one. It's too hard. Okay. 0.6 minus 1/4. Okay, everyone. 0.6 minus 1/4. So first we have to convert 0.6 to fractions. Okay. So is that 2/3? Can we count that as 2/3? Right? So, okay. Okay. 2/3 minus 1/4. So we need to go to the lowest common denominator, which is 4. So 2/3 would become 6/3. That doesn't make sense. No, it wouldn't. It would become 3. Okay, wait. No, I'm so wrong. The lowest common denominator is 12. It's 12. No, is it? Yes, okay. I can't do this. No, it would be 12. You're so right, Joy. You're so right, Joy. We're going to do this math problem, and then we're going to be done. So if you need to tap out, that's all you got to do. Okay. So 1/4 multiplied by 3 would be 3/12. Okay, 3/12 is the second number. So then we have 2/3. So 8/12 minus 3/12 is going to be 5/12. Is that right? Okay, wait. Okay, and then we got to convert it. So 5/12. What is that as a what is that? 5/12. 5 divided by 12 is 0.416. Okay, is that right? I don't know. Yes, this is the correct answer. Correct, Miley. 0.416666 repeating. That was horrible. It's kind of good for your brain, though. We're going to start doing a math problem between every sprint. There's some like word problems in the back that are like, Warren rows 5 miles per hour. How many hours would it take for him to row 20 miles? No idea. Guys, I think we should stick to writing is so real, Annie. Okay, well, thank you all for spending Valentine's Day with me. I also hate word problems. I hate them. Can he just row and live his life? Warren just wants to row. Thank you, Hannah. 4 hours is correct. Warren just wants to row. Why are we calculating Warren's worth through how many miles an hour he rows? What if Warren gets tired? Does Warren have a sandwich if he's rowing for that many hours? He's not going to row at a consistent rate for that long. Wow. Thank you all for being here today. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for sticking with me. If you're glaring at the screen right now and going, she only wrote twice, and now she's talking about math. I know. I'd be glaring at me too, but thank you for being here nonetheless. And I will see you, I don't know when. Sometime. I'll have a video sometime this weekend, and then I'm hoping to get back to doing live streams. Clearly I had like gone too long without doing a live stream, and now like all of that is coming out in this moment. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. You guys are all my Valentine. Okay, bye.